of Sura 24/7. My name is Niharika Walia Bhatnagar and I am with you with the area of JIIB, and that we are talking about accounting and financial management for bankers. In the last class, we had started talking about a specific area where we talked about the basics. The basics that we talked about was costing, the cost and management accounting. All the basics were completed in the last class. So let's look at the next point there. Chaliye. An overview of the cost and management accounting is what we're going to talk about. Okay. Who issues the cost and accounting standards, everyone, in India? Acha, one more thing, from Monday onwards, we're starting with the numerical batch. And at the same time, our crash course is also coming. So all the important things are coming up for you. So I hope you are all set. And if you haven't thought of it, then kindly go ahead and enroll yourself right away. Use the code Y541 and get it as early as possible. Right? Chaliye. Let's talk about it. Who issues the CS, everyone? The SEBI issues it, or the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, Institute of Cost Accountants of India, or Reserve Bank of India? What's going to be the answer? When we look forward towards the answer is cost accounting. In this case, it's the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. Chaliye. Now we've talked about what is Institute of Cost Accounting of India. This particular institute talks about specifically the costing area. They talk about the specific area where they're trying to understand how the costing should work, because we have talked about accountancy and the accountancy was talked about ICAI. ICAI had made the particular rules and regulations regarding accounting. But what about costing, everyone? For costing, it is given by ICOAI, right? Acha, what is the primary objective of issuing cost accounting standards, everyone? To guide financial reporting for external users, to assist managers in making internal decisions, to ensure compliance with tax regulations, or to regulate stock market transactions. The primary objective of issuing the cost accounting standards, they just wanted to have a good costing. They wanted to make sure that the costing calculations that we are doing, it can be done in a proper manner. That's it. So in this case, it is to assist the manager's internal decisions. When we decide the costing of something, we need to look into this matter as early as possible. Done. Chaliye. Next point. How many cost accounting standards have been issued by ICOAI? ICAI issued the ones for accounting, and cost accounting is given by ICOAI. है ना? Then 10, 15, 20 or 24. What is the number of standards which are given by ICOAI, everyone? The answer is 24. 24 these standards are given. Done? Chaliye. What is the role of Cost Accounting Standard Board? I think Cost Accounting Standard Boards plays a very important role. formulating financial accounting standards, regulating the cost accounting practices, or developing guidelines for internal audits, or last is formulating the cost accounting standards. When we talk about the Cost Accounting Standard Board, Cost Accounting Standard Board is basically the board which is responsible for making these standards. Just like ICI is responsible for accounting standards. Done? What is that one objective of cost accounting standards mentioned? Acha. To increase the profit of the shareholders, it doesn't matter. It never works on the profit. Costing doesn't work on the basic profit. It promotes the global competition. No, it doesn't. Costing has nothing to do with the global competition. It is only worried about how much money are we spending. To being transparency and consistency in terms of cost reporting, that can be the point, because standards bring uniformity, they bring consistency, है ना? So that's one particular thing that we are on the same page, that these things always bring consistency. Then comes to enforce strict regulatory compliance. What's going to be the answer? They don't bring strict regulatory compliance. If you do not follow them, there is a violation, but there is never a particular punishment that why didn't you follow the standards. This particular thing will not create a trouble there. That's one particular thing for sure. To bring transparency and consistency in the cost reporting. What is the method of costing used when costs are ascertained in terms of specific jobs or orders? Batch costing, operation, job costing, or process? Achha, when we talk about the method of costing used when the costs are ascertained in terms of specific jobs or orders, it is on a specific term or specific order. Achha, everyone, I give you an order. You are a company which produces furniture, and I give you an order specifically for customization of my furniture. Then what will you call it? That is job costing. Customization is job costing. When you're doing multiple things, it's called process costing. And then we have operation costing. Operation costing is related to service. In services, we don't produce anything. Na? And the last one is batch costing. For example, toys. If I prepare blue toys for boys and then pink toys for the girls, so I'm creating them in batches. The toy might be the same. We might be having, say, a car which is a pink car and then a blue car. You know, you're just playing with the psychology of the kids, nothing else. The gender differentiation in terms of toys is more or less because of this even. If you've ever seen Kinder Joy is basically doing this. In Kinder Joy, you will find that their specific cookie is very small, but you are just telling kids that this is for boys, this is for girls. So there's a pink one and a blue one. For no reason you're doing this, but this kind of thing really clicks the kids, right? Because when you're a kid, you are more about your I am a boy, I am a girl wali cheese, and they are always thinking about it in different manner. So basically, when we're talking about this specific area, you can produce things in batches, and you can earn good number of you can earn good money from doing this. Which of the following statements is true regarding the statutory requirements of the financial accounting and cost accounting? Financial accounting is generally voluntary. No, it can never be voluntary. While cost accounting is obligatory for all industries, both financial and costing are there for all industries. Financial accounting is obligatory for all industries, while cost accounting is generally voluntary. Both financial accounting and cost accounting are generally voluntary. The answer is financial accounting is obligatory for all industries, while cost accounting is voluntary. Obligatory means financial accounting is compulsory. You cannot just prepare your books of accounts without finding your profit and loss. You have to find it. That P&L has to be calculated. While cost accounting is something which the companies do on their own. Reason they want to increase their profit, so they need to know their cost. So once you know your cost, you have to reduce your cost. Cost control has to be there. Done. Next point. What is the primary purpose of cost accounting compared to Financial accounting. To comply with statutory requirements to provide information to stakeholders to reveal profits or losses of the organization or to meet the requirements of the management. What is the primary purpose? To comply with accounting standards or anything else, everyone? Primary purpose of cost accounting, primary purpose is actually just financial accounting is basically taking about only P&L. In this case, to meet the requirements of the management. Okay, we're just trying to find the requirements of the management. That is how we can find it out. Then, which type of transaction are mainly covered under financial accounting? Internal transactions, external, budgetary, or management? It includes only and only one type, external transactions. The transactions that we are dealing with the outsiders, where we have inflow and outflow of funds. ठीक है ना? Budgetary is our own thought. This is what we want, this is what has happened. Management is basically taking decisions regarding allocation, decision making. All that area is covered under management transactions. Done? The answer is external transactions. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, then please hurry up and subscribe to our channel right away, because it's super important to get enrolled in our courses right away, right? Because the courses are available right now at a very low price. So if you are planning, then this is the perfect time, because after this would be easier for you. Done? So go ahead and subscribe to our channel right away. Done? Okay. What distinguishes cost accounting from financial accounting regarding treatment of figures? They work in a very different way. है ना? When we talk about this era, cost accounting deals with actual figures and financial deals with estimate. No, financial never works with the estimate. So I think when we talk about both the figures, financial, if we provide the books of accounts, everyone, they're very particular about it. Who's taking care of the books of accounts, how they're taking it, is it real or not, what are the things are being noted, they're authentic or not. They're always looking into this area. So I think when we talk about financial accounting, there's one particular thing that happens. They can always have points regarding provisions. Costing doesn't make provision. That part is definitely there. Provisions and reserves and all is actually created in the area of financial accounting, not in cost accounting. So I think I'll go with cost accounting deals with actual figures, while financial talks about the budget and projected transactions as well. Done? So answer is A. चलिए next question. What is the primary purpose of management accounting, everyone? To comply with statutory requirements or to provide information to the stakeholders or to evaluate the effect of transactions, or the last one, to maintain financial records. Management accounting is never working into something else. It has been always clear about the fact that this is not interested in doing anything just like others. It is based upon only one thing. It helps them to have a better clarity. Done? So in this case, the correct answer is to evaluate the effect of the transactions and events. They have to report, they have to create things, they have to answer. All those things have to be there, na? Done, everyone? Chali. Let's look at the next point. According to Robert Anthony, what is the management accounting concerned with? Recording the transactions, providing information to external users, providing information useful to management, or analyzing the information, historical financial data. The management accounting is concerned with decision making, providing information to the management. That is what they're always looking at. Done? Financial management for bankers. Acha, a few very important news, everyone. First of all, our numerical batch is starting from Monday, that is in the evening at 10 to 11 p.m. Along with this, our crash course 2.0 is starting from Monday again. It would be starting at the time of 7 p.m. Right, so you have got multiple specific batches coming up, especially for JIB wing. Crash course is English medium there. The numerical batch is coming in the bilingual area. So if you're planning, then hurry up and definitely take up our courses right away, because time is taking away, everyone. Make sure that you are making all the specific efforts to get the particular courses right away in time and at the same time at the lowest price. You're right. If you heard me there, I said lowest price. Why did I say that? Basic thing is कि at this point of time our courses are available at double validity and in terms of Mahapack, and 80% discount on all the courses including our Mahapack. So for that, if you're really looking forward to it, then you need to go to our website www.adda247.com. Go on to the area of JIB and CIP. Go on to the area of JIB May 2024, everyone. Crash Course 2.0 is here. Right, so if you're planning, first thing is the crash course 2.0 is here. Number two, the numerical batch is also here. This is also starting, so both these batches are there. So if you're planning, then you should hurry up and enroll yourself in this specific area right away, because time is taking away and it is better that we get the particular course right away as early as possible. Done? Chali. Now this is all about the course that we're talking about. If you're planning to see, if you have to buy separately, you will have to pay for numerical batch differently, crash course differently, and the revision batch which comes just 1 week before the examination differently. Why don't you buy the entire course? Because the course is available at a very good discount offer is there. You can use the code Y541, and as soon as you'll apply this specific code, you will get 6298.95, 79%. Get 1% more discount if you're downloading the app. That means you can buy it for 5999. If you can buy for 5999, that too for 1 year, that means per month the charges comes down to rupees 500, and you are getting all the courses right away. That includes our marathon, our mini marathon, our entire courses at a very reasonable price. So what are we waiting for, everyone? We should definitely take up our courses right away, and don't forget to use the code Y541, as this will give you 80% discount. Okay, now coming back to the specific area, what were we talking about? In the last class I started with the area of basics of costing there, right? So continuing with those basics of costing, we're talking about the various costing methods. Costing methods can be of many types, and we're going to talk about the basics there. Costing methods can be based upon the specific area of customization job costing. If I go to your to your site and I'm building up a specific area, then I can call it construction contracts. You know, that's also one of those areas. Then we have batch costing when I'm producing something. For example, if I okay, let me give an example. If I am someone who's building all these bottles, so these bottles are of one particular type. This is batch costing. N number of glass bottles would be made at one point of time would be considered as batch costing. And then we have the era of terminal costing is those costing which end. And batch costing, job costing, contract costing, all these three ends after a certain period of time. So those are called terminal costing as well, right? There is something else called processing single process costing and single output. Process costing is things go through multiple processes before it reaches us. That's why they're called process costing. And single output means one particular output is created on and off, continuously. For example, in the sugar factory, you will always find sugar making this going to be done there. Nothing else. That is to be considered in this specific area. Acha, everyone, let's move on and talk about further details. Here comes the first question. This is a question on single output. Everyone, what does unit and single output costing involve? Finding out, finding out the cost per unit of multiple products, finding out the total cost of production, finding out the cost per unit by dividing the total cost of output by the number of units produced, or finding out the cost per unit of different types of products. Basically, you're producing one particular product only and you're producing it continuously. So in this case, finding out the cost per unit by dividing the total cost of output by the number of units produced. If I produce 10 lakh rupees worth units, then you divide by the number of units produced. If this is the cost divided by total units will give you the answer. That comes out to be rupees 10 per unit. This is how we find it out, because one particular thing is done uniformly, na? One particular thing is done time and again. That is to be covered here. When is unit or single output costing more suitable? In industries with diverse product lines, in industries with continuous manufacturing process, in industries with fluctuating demand, or industries with seasonal production. What's going to be the answer? If you have diverse products, then I don't think this is a good method, because you're not producing one particular thing. So you will not have a uniform cost. Continuous manufacturing processes, it can be taken up, because if you have a fluctuating demand, the number of goods produced at one point of time will vary. Again, the same thing goes for seasonal. So it is for the industries with continuous manufacturing process. I think one of them is cement making. You know? Chaliye. When might it not be necessary to maintain a separate cost accounts when using single unit and single output costing? When the company produces multiple types of products, when the company has small scale production, when the required information can be derived from financial records, or when the company is not concerned with cost control. Everyone, When might it not be necessary to separate the costs when unit and single output is there? When is it that we are having a negative term here? When it is actually not required. If I can take this information out from my derived financial records, then there's no problem now. So in this case, when the required information can be derived from financial records. Done, everyone? Chaliye. Next question. In which industries is the job costing commonly used? Food processing, textile manufacturing, automobile repair, and pharmaceutical production. In which industries is job costing commonly used? Job costing, see, job is basically customization. You get something customized. If I get coffee mugs and the names of the other 24/7 faculties written there, there is customization. Na? Or you can say only the logo of Adda would be there. Those kind of things. That is basically job costing system which is commonly used. Job costing is customization, requiring it for one particular area. There is automobile repair. What is the aim of job costing, everyone? Basic thing is to record all the costs incurred for completing a job, to standardize the production process, to reduce overhead cost, or to maximize profits. What is the aim of job costing? I think job costing is to make sure that if I'm doing a customized job, I know the price of it. है ना? Isn't it? I need to be very clear about it. Because if I don't know about the costing, how will I charge that specific amount from you? Isn't it? So in this case, what's going to be the answer according to you? When we talk about when you can get the aim of job costing is actually to find out the cost of a specific job, because that is how you can find the pricing of that particular job altogether. Why is estimation of cost difficult? Estimation of cost is difficult due to lack of skilled labor, due to unstable production process, due to uniqueness of the job, or due to excessive data availability. I think when we talk about the estimation of cost, sometimes becomes totally difficult because it is too much customized. You said you want red colored. If we talk about Adda, we have red color, which is the dominating color. है ना? There is a red black combination. So red black combination, if we talk about it, the red color or the black color is dominating. The charges for the company's t-shirts or anything else might vary in these cases. Estimation is difficult because sometimes the things are too unique. There's no prior information about it, है ना? Due to uniqueness of the job. If I give you a job which is not done by you earlier, how will you give me a specific cost of it, everyone? Can you find a specific cost out of it? I don't think you can find it out. Isn't it? चलिए. So let's look at the next question now. This is job costing point, and now comes what is that one function of job cost card? Acha, what do you mean by job cost card? Matlab, I think I'll be preparing a job cost card to have uniqueness in terms of the job, na? Whatever is there in the job, I need to know that precisely. Because if I have to charge something from you, how will I charge if I don't know about the exact cost? Because you will ask me one day, you know, how will I give you the breakup? And if I cannot convince you, you will not refer me to anybody else. And that's gonna be a very hurting situation for my business as well, right? So, job cost card provides you the specific details of that customized job. Done, everyone? So, what's gonna be the answer? What is that one function of job cost card? Checking employee attendance. The employees are obviously there. They're in the payroll. Tracking inventory levels. No. Verifying the accuracy. This is done by inventory areas. And then scheduling the production shifts. The answer to this question would be verifying the accuracy of the job accounts. You just need to know about what is written in the books of accounts. That clarity comes with this. What are the direct costs collected in job costing? Indirect material, indirect labor, direct material, direct labor, direct expenses, or admin? The answer is all these three. Acha, what are these three called, everyone? Do you remember it? We have done this in the previous classes as well. What do you mean by the direct material, direct labor, and direct overhead? These three things together primarily form what? They form the specific area of prime cost. Okay, that is called prime cost. How are direct overheads cost records in job costing? By summarizing and analyzing the analysis sheet and posting it to the relevant job cost, by recording directly into the ledger, by submitting requisition notes, or by preparing weekly overhead summaries. I think when we talk about direct overheads are recorded, they are prepared and noted by summarizing in the analysis sheet. Basically, now what they prepare is called cost sheet. Under cost sheet, the entire information, direct, indirect, doing cost, nothing cost, whatever we are doing, everything is included in it. That is what we do in the specific area of this cost sheet. Okay? And everyone, chaliye, let's continue with the area. Everyone, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, then hurry up. Acha, very important news as well. I forgot to tell you. Tomorrow I'm also meeting you again for our JIB marathon as well. I forgot to tell you about the mini marathon that we're conducting. I'm having a marathon at 3 p.m. regarding the specific area of GST. So if you are planning, the indirect taxes are being discussed tomorrow at 3 p.m. by me. So please be there in that particular session so that we can discuss, revise the specific area of indirect taxes, and which is GST in our book. Done, everyone? Chaliye, moving on to the next question. It says, what is a distinguishing feature of contract costing compared to job costing. Acha, contract costing is a costing which talks about construction area. So you go to the specific person's area, you go to the site, and then you look at the matter, and then you prepare the books of accounts accordingly. So separate contracts are accounts are there. They are there in both the areas. Job costing and contract costing both require separate contracts. Allocation of overheads, you do it in both the areas. Work in progress is also in both the areas, because by the end of the year, sometimes we are not able to finish our work, which is not only in one area but in both. You know, that is execution at the site from the contractor's workplace. See, in terms of construction contracts, you are preparing a building, you are building up a premises. So obviously, you will wait for that particular moment. Now you'll go and visit the website, you will go and visit the site, you will look at the specific area, you look at the matter, and then you will decide what we are making and what we are not making. So in this case, one thing that happens is execution at site, which is different from contractors workplace. In job costing, things are sent to your uh, workplace, then things are done. Oops, sorry. Next is, what is the retention money or security deposit kept by the customer for? Basically, everyone just think about it. If the entire payment is made before time, na, the labor, maybe it will work or maybe the labor will not work. Right? Done? Chali. To pay the contractor for additional work, to compensate for any defects in the end work, or next is to provide inspiration to the contractor or to adjust the contract price. What is the retention money, everyone? I think the retention money is the money that we keep in our hands. है ना? That is the money that we are keeping with us and we are not paying it up, because at this point of time making the payments doesn't make sense. The entire payment before time if made is not good. So in this case, what are we going to do? We are just making sure to compensate for any defects in the end work. So if there would be any discrepancy, at least we can have a word and we can sort it out. Hello everyone, welcome to Offset 24/7. My name is Niharika Walia Bhatnagar and I am with you with the area of accounting and financial management for bankers. Acha, everyone, today we are going to talk about costing. We had started the area of costing, now so I'm continuing with the various costing methods. Today we'll be talking about more of this. So first of all, if I'm audible clearly, let me know, and happy Ram Navami everyone. I know the day is almost ending, so but still, I think a day to celebrate is definitely something to look forward to, isn't it? The day isn't over yet. Okay, acha, one more thing, everyone. If you're planning to purchase our courses, go and hurry up right away. If you go through our website, that is www.adda247.com, go on to the area of JIB and CIB, and you will see our courses available there. Go on to the area of specifically JIB, CIB, Mahapack. Okay, in the area of Mahapack, you will find our JIB Mahapack. When I say Mahapack, the reason is that you get all the courses. Crash course is going on. Crash course 2.0 has started. Our current batches are going on. Our future batches are also coming up. Revision batch will also come. Numerical batch has started. We have got every single thing that you might look forward towards your preparation. So all you need to do is go ahead and use the code Y541 and apply it. You'll get it for 6298.95. That means for 6298.95 you can get it at the website, and if you're planning to purchase through our app, I think that's better. Reason that if you buy it through our app, then you will get 1% more discount. That means of 200 rupees. That means this will cost you 6,000 only. Isn't it better? So go ahead and check it out on our website, on our app, for further details, everyone. Done, everyone? So if you're planning, then hurry up and take our courses. Done? So if you're planning to purchase our courses, then please go ahead and use the code Y54 and get it right away, everyone, as the time is ticking away. Acha, let's go to our class, everyone. We were talking about the costing methods. How do we define the costing methods, everyone? Acha, here comes the question now. What does the penalty clause in the contract stipulate? Penalty clause. There's a penalty clause, indeed. If you're taking a lot of time, then this is what we'll be looking forward to now. Adjustment of the contract price, number one. Provision of security deposit, number two. Payment by the contractors for the delays, number three. Or payment by the customers for defects, number four. Everyone? Penalty clause in a contract. This is where the contractor makes some delays. So it has to be stated now. Ajay, everyone, which accounting standard records the principle for determining the profit on incomplete contracts? AS 7 only, Ind AS 1115 only, or both AS 7 and Ind AS 115, or none of the above? What's going to be the answer? Everyone, AS 7, Ind AS 115, or both of these, or none? The answer is C. Both AS 7 and Ind AS 115. The answer is this. These are the various accounting standards. 7 is for contract accounting, and when we talk about Ind AS 7, this is the same standard, but this is as per the Indian accounting standards, which were released recently. Recently means just a few years back, 4 or 5 years back. Everyone, next question. This looks like a very long question. What is it about? What distinguishes direct material cost from indirect material cost? Direct material cost forms a major part of the finished products, while indirect material cost is ancillary to production. Actually, direct material is the main thing, right? If I am having furniture, then wood is the main component, and varnishing, tarnishing, the last part is basically indirect part. It's required, but that's not the main thing, right? Direct material cost is associated with the variable expense. Yeah, it varies. That's also true. While indirect material is considered as a fixed, no, it's not fixed. Your polish will also vary if your production varies. Direct material cost is incurred in the stores and administration. No. Material cost, fixed cost. No. Direct material cost includes expenses like rent and taxes. Material, everyone clearly states material means the thing that is required in the books of accounts. है ना? Everyone? Direct material cost makes a major part of it. Right. What characterizes indirect labor cost? Indirect labor cost is that specific cost which is related to the specific area of indirect labor. Indirect labor is basically the labor which is working, but in the transportation, in the finishing, in packaging, they're working towards this area. है ना. Done everyone. So indirect labor cost is basically relates to wages that are directly engaged. Direct is direct labor. It is a cost of labor employed for tasks incidental to production. It can be conveniently allocated to a specific cost unit, or it depends directly on the volume of production or level of activity. Actually, indirect labor is based upon the production area. Matlab, if you produce more, you have more indirect cost as well. Indirect cost can be direct and indirect. Indirect cost can be variable as well as fixed. ठीक है. अच्छा, what cost increases directly with the volume? Everyone, I produce more. Everyone, if I produce more, what will happen? If I produce more, obviously my raw material cost will be more. My labor will be working harder. है ना? So can I say at this point of time that fixed cost will be remaining same? Rent you have to pay will remain rent. Indirect expenses, the expenses which are indirect, matlab that is something which we do not pay directly. It has nothing to do with the organization directly. Semi-variable cost. Part of it is variable, part of it is not variable. Variable cost can be said as something na, which is completely varying with the production. What's going to be the answer? The answer is variable cost. Everyone, if you haven't taken our course yet, then hurry up and take our course right away. Why? Because our courses are available at 80% discount, and for that, download the app right away. If you download our app, you will get 80% discount. Currently 79% is going on the website, and 1% extra if you download the app. Then please download the app, everyone, and get it done. Acha, what is the definition of cost as per the SEMA, Chartered Institute of Management Accounting, London, has given this definition: the quantity of the product or service sold, the measurement of cost in monetary terms, the unit of measurement used to a certain cost in relation to the product or service, or the total amount of expenses incurred by a company. Hanchi, everyone, in terms of SEMA, they gave the definition as it's a unit of measurement in terms of a product or a service altogether. How does batch costing differ from job costing? Batch costing is related to the area. Acha, you must have seen that kids are obsessed with blue and pink color. The girls will always say, I want pink. This blue is for boys. This kind of ideology is there. So many of the organizations, just like Kinder Joy. Kinder Joy does this, everyone. Look at the specific goods that they're providing. Kinder Joy says that certain kind of goods are for men, for boys, and matlab Kinder Joy has blue and pink. Blue is for the boys and pink is for the girls. So they prepare these two different products, and these products are given to the people altogether. है ना? That is batch costing. Job costing is when I said, sir, uh, you will get, sir, what do you want? You said that, ma'am, I want 10,000 chairs. Okay, you are an event management company. Done, everyone? Everyone, what's going to be the answer? Batch costing is considered similar to one job, while job costing focuses on individual jobs. The customization is there. Batch costing is used for large construction, while job is for small. Batch costing divides cost evenly across all units produced, while job costing allocates cost based on specific requirements, and batch costing is suitable for manufacturing industries. The answer in this area is A. Batch costing involves considering a batch of similar products, such as one job is there, and in this area we have individual jobs. Done? Let's go ahead and look at the next question. What is the objective of unit or single unit output? Unit costing is basically when I'm producing something, na? है ना? How do we define unit costing, everyone? Unit costing is basically one particular thing is produced every single day. है ना? If I'm producing one particular thing every single day, what are we going to do in this case? Then the same product is continuously made. Then we don't have a problem to determine the cost of one unit of a single type of product. Second is to allocate costs across the multiple products. Then we have to assess the total production cost of variety of products or to calculate the cost of services provided by a company. You work as per the cost. Determine the cost of a single unit is the answer in this case. Done, everyone? Let's look at the next question. What are multiple or composite costing? Multiple costing means that you are doing multiple types of costing including in it. Okay? When a company prepares only one single product, or let me give an example. Multiple costing can be stated as in terms of automobile industry. We are producing components for a specific batch. There are certain components which are prepared for everyone. So they are just being produced, and we have processing as well. Processing is done one level, second level, third level, and then the next level is we assemble all these things together. है ना? When a company produces a single product or when it is involved in distinct stages of production. Next point, when the company wants to know that the cost is incurred on each department when the company produces complex products with a large number of components. The answer is when a company produces complex products with large number of components. So you cannot have one customization. Got the idea, everyone? Next question. What does departmental cost focuses on? Allocating costs across various departments, determining the cost of single unit of a product, or assessing the total production cost of variety of products, or calculating the cost incurred on each department within a company. Everyone, departmental costing. Departmental costing means every costing department has to be treated separately, no? In terms of our working. What's going to be the answer? Departmental costing is having a costing within different department. Department A, Department B, all these things has to be considered. Okay? Hanji, done. Next, what is uniform costing, everyone? Using standardized principles and methods for costing by different companies, allocating only direct cost to operations, processes or products, allocating all costs whether direct or indirect processes, or identifying the cost driving in this area. When we talk about uniform costing can be stated as something which is related to the specific area of using standardized principles. The principles are same for the entire organization, so there is no clash. Hello everyone, welcome to Officer 24/7. My name is Niharika Walia Bhatnagar and I am with you with the specific area of accounting and financial management for bankers. I hope I'm clearly audible. Let's begin with the session, everyone. Okay, so we are talking about the basics of accounting. Basics of accounting includes, these are the very basic level of questions in the examination. These are covered in terms of literally the basic level question. Basic level question means these kind of questions are from the beginners level, plus these kind of questions are asked in the examination a lot. Okay. So when we talk about the basics of basics of accounting, the first module is all about the basics, and the first module is asked a lot in the examination. From the area of half mark questions, 1 mark questions, this particular unit is asked a lot. Okay, so let's begin with the session, everyone. Before I proceed further, please like the session, share the session, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't done it yet. Acha, before I proceed further, everyone, I hope you have reviewed our courses as well, because currently our courses are available at a very good discount and it is ending soon. So what you can do is check out our website. First of all, go to our website www.adda247.com. Go on to the area of JAIIB and CIIB. Go on to the area of JAIIB May 2024, and this is where you will find our JAIIB Mahapack 2.0. In the Mahapack 2.0, click on the area of buy now, use the code Y541 and apply it. You will get it for 6298.95. That means you can get it for 6,000 only. Okay? So you can get it for just 6,000 rupees if you are using our app. So 80% discount would be available to you. So please check it out on our website and our app for further details, everyone. Okay? Chaliye, let's begin with the session. According to the concept of money measurement, the following will not be recording in the books of accounts: simplicity of general management, death of the general manager, gratuity paid to the manager's wife after his death. Money measurement concept. Money measurement concept means everything has to be recorded only if it records it is related to money. If it is not related to money, then it will not be recorded. So in this case, the answer is simplicity of the general management. Simplicity is qualitative or quantitative? This is qualitative, right? So we cannot put it in terms of money. Then, because we're talking about will not be recorded. Then the next part is death of the manager. Then death of the manager is also something which will not affect us. Right? So in this case, what would be the answer? Gratuity paid to the general managers is, this is a cash based thing. So the answer is A. That means first and second has to be considered. What will be the effect of if sales return is 50,000, posted 48,200, purchase return of 46,000 posted as 47,800? It's of no effect. P&L increase by 3,600, P&L decrease by 3,600, P&L decrease or increase by 1,800. This is a question of rectification. What will be the effect if the return of 50,000? I returned sales return. People returned goods back to me for 50,000. Matlab my sales is getting lower by 50,000. But I recorded 48,200. That means my sale is right now overdone. है ना? I have shown my sales by rupees 1,800 more. Purchase return is of 46,000, which is posted as 47,800. In this case, what is happening? Purchase is an expense. So purchase return reduces my expense. I reduced my expense more. I increased my income, I reduced my expenses further by 1,800. So in this case, the impact is basically your P&L is increasing. You showed more income and you showed less expense, both by 1,800 each. So in this case, the answer is your P&L will increase by total of 3,600. Provision for bad debt is made as per what concept? Is it entity concept, conservatism concept, cost concept, or going concern concept? Provision for bad debt is made as per entity concept. Entity is basically business and businessman are different. Conservatism means prudence. Prudence means anticipate the losses but not profits. Cost concept talks about historical cost. Going concern talks about men may come and men may go, but the organization will continue for a longer period. So the answer is conservatism. Accounting standard AS10 deals with fixed assets, depreciation accounting, consolidated financial statements, or accounting for taxes on income. AS10. It deals with actually property, plant, and equipment. It was earlier called fixed assets, but its name has been changed to PPE. Depreciation at one point of time was AS6, which was removed and is a part of PPE now. ठीक है? The answer is A. This is also called property, plant, equipment. A purchase invoice is recorded on the purchase day book at 18,500 without taking account of 10% of that amount offered as trade discount. The purchase day book, that means it's a subsidy book in which we recorded it as 18,500. But we forgot to record that we got a discount of 10%. So this discount has to be removed. है ना? What's the answer? The answer is, in our books of accounts we have shown more of purchase, but it has to be less. But in this case, what do? You took it in this way. Acha, you also have to write what is the impact in the books of accounts, since it is an error of this is an error of original entry. That means our original entry was wrong. This kind of errors cannot be traced. So in this case, there would be no impact. Please download the app, everyone, if you haven't done it yet, because on our app you will find all our PDFs. Free PDFs means you don't really, you get all the particular details of our YouTube sessions. The PDFs of our YouTube classes would be visible to you through this. So if you're planning, then hurry up and do not wait at all. Download the app, as from the app you can also get our courses at a very nominal price. Okay, you can get 1% discount, and currently the discount of 80% is going on. It can be really helpful to purchase, as 1% discount means in these courses you will get around 200 rupees. And if you're talking about Mahapack, you're getting a discount further. So I think every rupee saved is definitely an investment. So if you're planning that, do not wait at all, everyone. Hurry up and check out our website or app for further details. A sale invoice of 21,000 has been posted to the customer's account as 12,000. Acha, this is it's a very big mistake. Huh? Why is it a bigger mistake? I'm sorry. Sale invoice of 21,000. The invoice was of total 21,000 rupees. I made an income of 21,000, but I showed it at 12,000. That means my credit side is less. है ना? Less means it is undercast. Undercast means when we'll record it, it is excess credit of rupees 9,000. In this case, we will have to do the credit more. Yes, we have to do the credit more. The question says this only. We have to do more of credit. Done. A trader disposed of an old equipment with a book value of 3,500 for 3,900. In this case, he's obviously making a profit. And how do you define this profit, everyone? How would this transaction be treated by this books in the business? Acha, everyone, when I sold the asset, I'm obviously making a profit, or I'm facing a loss. If I'm making a profit, in this book value was 3,500, so I think I sold it at a profit of 400 rupees. You know, while the cost of it was rupees 3,500. So in this case, our profit is of 400. But overall, what we have got is totally the capital receipt. There is no revenue receipt, everyone. In this case, what we're having is a capital receipt of 3,500 and we made a profit of 400. So this is once you lose an asset and the profit and loss are the same, will be revenue receipt. Right? Let's go for the next question. The concerned account debited in the journal should be debit the ledger, um, but reference number should be respective credit account. No. Credit the ledger, but reference should be given to respective debit account. Credit the ledger and reference should be respective credit account. Debit the ledger and reference would be of respective debit account. In this case, the answer is debited in the ledger, but reference should be of the respective credit account. That means if you're looking at the credit side or the debit side of a journal, then the journal has to be recorded respectively. That means if it is a journal, then while recording it, make sure that the journal is recorded in certain way, that if it is of cash, say, okay, cash journal has to be recorded. I made some cash to capital. In the ledger of cash, you have this cash, so you write it here because it is on the debit side. Cash has to be noticed now. Who will testify cash is on the debit side? Someone has to tell that yes, I know that the cash was on the debit side. That was capital. So in this case, the reference is of credit side, but the general thing is of debit nature. Done, everyone? Unintentional omission. You didn't want to omit it, but you forgot about it. Or the commission of amounts. Or accounts in the process of recording transactions are known as frauds, misinterpretation, errors, or none of the above. What's going to be the answer? Frauds, misinterpretation, errors, or none of the above. Unintentional omissions are something that we forgot. We didn't want to forget it. This is an error overall. You know, this is not something error of omission, error of commission. They are all errors. These are unintentional mistakes that we make. In an effect of an error is cancelled by the effect of some other error. What are those called? Error of principle, compensating errors, error of omission, or error of commission. Error of principle, error of commission, error of omission. What's going to be the answer in this case? The answer is compensating errors. Compensating errors means the same error on the debit side and the same error on the credit side. That is why it gets cancelled altogether. Double column cash book records only cash balance, only all the transactions, cash and bank transactions, or cash purchase and credit purchase, cash sales purchase. Double column cash book, that is a form of subsidiary book which records purely the cash items. That means both the inflows and both the outflows. So it records only and only cash transactions? No, but this is double column. Double column means it has got two columns. So that means it can be having cash as well as bank balances. Okay? So answer is C. Done everyone? Chaliye, the last question for the day. According to the provisions of RBI, the promissory note cannot be made payable to the bank, endorser, bearer, or none of the above. According to the provisions of RBI, promissory note cannot be made to the bearer. We are not allowed to do this. This is there only in currency note. I promise to pay to the bearer rupees 10 note, rupees 50 note, rupees 500 note. Okay? That rule is there only for them. Chaliye, that's it for the day everyone, and if you're planning to purchase our courses, then please do it right away because the time is ticking away and our Mahapack sale would be ending soon. In Mahapack you are getting everything. That means in Mahapack you are getting our numerical batch, you are getting our crash course 2.0, you are getting our crash course 1.0. If you want to go through the comprehensive batches, that means Sankalp batch, there are multiple batches there, so you can take up any of those batches, be it any of those, right? So there are multiple batches that we introduced in the last since January. We have introduced a lot of complete batches and numerical batches as well. So if you're planning, then hurry up and enroll yourself in our courses right away as the time is ticking away everyone. So go ahead and check it out on our website and our app for further details.